UFC President Dana White, and we're always looking for up-and-coming talent to sign. Back in the day, I used to scout the world looking for new talent, but I haven't done that in years. I'm looking for the next Ronda Rousey, the next Robbie Lawler, the next Conor McGregor. I'm looking for future champions, and I'm willing to go to any show, anywhere in the world to find them. Super excited about the talent on tonight's card. A lot of tough fighters. Let's see who really wants their shot at the UFC.
Here we go, here we go. Oh, this is nice.
Wow.
These guys are scrapping, man. Got blasted, he's still in there, this kid. Look at this. Look, over the top. Oh!
That was nasty.
Holy! I think he's doing all right, though.
Oh! This might be the worst fight I've ever seen. Come on. Look how banged up this dude is.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
I didn't see this coming.
Look at this! He's done! He called it! He called it! Good.
That was nice. That was nice. That was very nice.
That kid has a lot of talent and a lot of potential. We're going to do this. We're going to give him a shot in the UFC.
everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. The UFC returns this weekend with a fresh face who is destined to make headlines. When UFC President Dana White went looking for a fight, he was hoping that he would end up with a future UFC star. And those are the expectations after he signed a regional champion who has dominated the local middleweight circuit en route to his Octagon debut this weekend. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is making his way to the Octagon for his UFC debut. Of course, he was discovered on Dana White looking for a fight, and man, did he shine that night. As such, here he is making that aforementioned UFC debut. The question is, will there be jitters? More often than not, you do see newcomers experience some of those nerves during fight week, but especially on fight night. He's not wide-eyed right now, but if there's an adrenaline dump early, that could be an advantage for his opponent. Nonetheless, good to see him making the walk tonight.
This guy is an outstanding striker. What he wants to do is use his defense to keep the fight standing, use the takedown defense and a good solid sprawl, and if he does go to the ground, make sure he gets back up and punishes his opponent.
All right, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. This is as accomplished a submission specialist as we've seen cross into the UFC in years. And other than the Damian Maia types, most guys just aren't used to facing opponents at this level. You got to think he'll be trying to get this fight to the canvas early so he can work to set up a submission.
This guy is an elite submission fighter. If he can close the distance, get a hold of his opponent, and bring this fight to the ground, his opponent will be in deep, deep trouble.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and the same reach.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We are underway. All right, so here we go with round one. This is his UFC debut. Many of you saw his last fight on Dana White looking for a fight, and certainly got it done that night with flying colors. Now we'll see.
Big punches here.
Wow. Wow.
Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, near perfect technique to land that seminal blow to finish the fight here in round one. And that's exactly the way a fighter draws it up. You don't absorb anything in terms of significant damage, and then you're able to knock your opponent out. So this is exactly the desired result for him.
Take a look at this from a different angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 32 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout.
All right, so congratulations to the winner, off to a nice 1-0 start in the UFC. This was his promotional debut, and it could not have gone much better for him here tonight as he starts to celebrate with his coaches and teammates. Congratulations to the UFC newcomer. right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
And we are ready for live action here at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. So after a win by knockout in his UFC debut, here he is making the walk yet again. We'll see if he can move to 2-0 in the UFC, and that could set him up for a potential contender-type fight. This is a guy who is all the rage with fight fans right now, given what he did in the debut, and now you gotta think he'll certainly have even more confidence as he makes the walk here tonight. There's the kick. They're certainly getting after it early. All right, so here we go with round 1, and you gotta be mindful of those overhand punches if you're his opponent. You know it's a big part of his game plan every time out. It's his go-to punch. We'll see if he can find a home for it here tonight. Oh, beautiful combination of kicks.
That one hurt. Oh, tagged him.
Oh, huge right hand.
This could be it. Oh, he's going for it here.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He's going to try to take the back, I think.
All right, so he just decides to get up here, Joe. 3 minutes to go. Oh, and he connects there. Well, Joe, I know he respects the power coming back, but it looked like he moved right into that kick to the body, and his opponent landed it flush. So let's see if he changes up his footwork a little bit and tries to avoid further damage to the midsection moving forward.
Oh, this could be it right here.
Man, has his chin been tested early.
Oh, he got tagged. Wow! Hit him with the jab. Oh! What a leg kick! Leg kick! He hurt him! Wow!
Unbelievable.
Oh! He's out to it! What power that guy has in his hands.
Yeah, Joe, a near-perfect strike to end the fight and end the night for his opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during fight week, played out here on fight night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and barged right through it to get the big knockout win.
Here we see it again. Ba-boom!
Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta is going to stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Freak.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight, and he has set himself up for a huge fight now moving forward inside the octagon. Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 5 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Butcher. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 5 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 175 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Hood, Texas, the Freak. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. All right, ready to go for round 1, and this young man's popularity absolutely soared on the strength of what he did his last time out. It was a win by flush knockout, kept his winning streak intact with style points, and now the challenges get decidedly more tougher. We'll see if he can keep the momentum going in what is unquestionably the biggest spot of his UFC career. Nice 1-2 combination there. Well, he gets cracked to the head there, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's almost moving into the strike at this point in time. You got to get that head off the center line.
Lands a nice kick. He got tagged there.
He landed that inside leg kick. Oh, roundhouse kick.
And the kick lands.
Oh!
Kick to the face.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. We might get a stoppage here.
That's it. He's out. He's out. The fight is
Unbelievable.
over. Wow. Brutal ground and pound for the KO.
Yeah, Joe, that was some outstanding ground and pound to get the opponent out of there. He was throwing big shots there on the ground, man. Not just looking to score, but actually looking to end the fight and to make sure the judges stayed firmly out of this equation. Elbows, punches. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer. Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with the same height and a similar reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, good to have you with us as we get underway here at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. All right, here he is ready to go for round one of a possible 3, and his opponent would be wise to get the guard up here early. This man has won his last 3 fights, all of them by flush knockout. Each knockout more impressive than the last. We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight.
Oh, powerful right leg kick.
All right, first round is underway, and you know what to look out for here. The powerful overhand punches. That is a big part of his game plan. Every time he makes this walk, it is his go-to punch. We'll see if he can find a home for it early tonight.
Misses a huge hook to the head. Oh! No, the left leg goes high.
Connects there with the punch.
There's a nice exchange.
Man, Joe, he continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point in time. That jab has been there all night. You got to get that head off the center line. Just a slip there. He's got him.
He hurt him. Oh, very nice.
He's got him hurt here.
Huge uppercut misses. Inside leg kick.
Just misses with the straight left hand.
And a nice kick.
And continues with the inside leg kick.
Caught that one on the forearm. Nice kick to the body. Clean punch.
How about that shin?
Kick to the head legs. He's stunned.
He's got him hurt here. Man, has his chin been tested early. Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. Wow!
This could be it right here. He hurt him with that hook.
Oh, big left.
Nice head kick.
Big left hand there inside.
Oh! Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses.
Oh!
Nailed him.
Second round, straight ahead. Oh, what a way to end the round. Saved by the bell. He got stunned by a huge shot right before the horn, and now a little bit gingerly, he makes his way back to the stool, and he's only got 60 seconds to recover here, so we'll see if his corner physically, mentally can keep this fighter in the fight.
And here's a huge kick to the head that stuns his opponent. And here's another huge kick to the head that stuns his opponent. Several near fight-ending moments in that round. Lots of action.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Now, starting off this round, you've got to think that the barrage that he endured in that last round is still affecting him. He's going to want to start this round off and move and avoid taking any damage. And there's a nice kick.
Oh!
This could be it. And there he swung with a haymaker.
Well, Joe, he seems to have his opponent's timing down. He has landed some good shots, but nothing really in terms of multi-shot combinations, and perhaps that's why his opponent's still standing. So perhaps at this point,
Oh, he's out of it! Ruthless ground and pound for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, that was some throwback-style ground and pound. He was trying to pound his opponent's head through the damn canvas. He wasn't looking to score there. He was looking to land big shots and get his opponent out of there. Well, mission accomplished on that front. This is one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 21 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Freak!
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Here we go, first round. You ready? You ready?
Well, always great to be back in Houston, Texas. Good to have you with us tonight as we get underway with live UFC action from Toyota Center. All right, so here we go. Round one is underway of this rivalry fight here tonight. Perhaps there will be a little bit of a feeling out process here. Both guys were trying to put the emotions out of the equation here tonight. But it is rival versus rival under the lights here tonight. And an outside leg kick lands. All right, first round is underway, and I don't have to tell the avid fans, you got to watch out for this fighter's powerful overhand punches. He does not discriminate, power from both sides, and a big part of his game plan obviously coming in here tonight. Ooh, connects now with the 1-2. Kick blocked there, Joe. Kick to the body is there. Oh!
Nice. Oh, he missed that kick. Caught him with a punch. He's doing a good job of throwing punches and kicks from all angles here. Really doing a great job of mixing things up. Hit him hard with that hook
shot there, Joe.
This is crazy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, head kick. High kick.
Well, Joe, I know he respects the power coming back, but it looked like he moved right into that kick to the body, and his opponent landed it flush. So let's see if he changes up his footwork a little bit and tries to avoid further damage to the midsection moving forward.
Oh, he's getting some hip into that one.
Oh, he connects there. Well done.
Really swung everything into that kick, but fell short.
Oh, clipped him with the jab. And he gets hit with an outside leg kick.
He got tagged with that uppercut.
Oh, he lands yet another hook here. He's certainly landed several in this round and starting to find a home for it consistently. Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Just out of range with that right hand.
Look at that. Nice. High kick! He hurt him.
Wow!
Big shot.
He's got him hurt here.
Nice head kick. Look at that. He's timing that jab. That one hurt.
5 minutes in the books.
Hey, listen, he is hurt, all right? So we're going to start off. When you come out, as soon as the bell rings, I want you to rush him.
Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown.
Brittany Palmer is in the building. All right, here we go with round two.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look to start this round off fast and try to pick up where he left off.
Well, he wanted us to make it very clear to the MMA fans out there that he's not trying to go in here and wrestle and grapple here tonight. He still wants to stand and bang, but he has switched training camps. He felt like getting different.
Wow! This could be it right here. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
So his opponent lands that kick to the body, Joe, and he has shown an increased susceptibility to that strike here tonight.
Body kick, look at that.
just out of range with that left hook.
Kick to the head legs, he's stunned.
He's got him hurt here.
There's a nice inside leg kick. Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short.
Flips the guard, connects with the punch there, Joe. Hand speed, man. Well, he's landed some excellent shots in this fight tonight.
High kick! He hurt him. This could be it.
Oh, he might be out. Big lift.
Oh, very nice. Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses. A front kick to the face. He got hurt very, very badly.
The left hook hits home. Well, he's really picked up.
He's hurt bad.
Oh! He's out!
Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Oh, absolutely one for the highlight reel right there. A tremendous kick to spell the end of the night for his opponent, and for him, I should say, but just caught him flush, full force, beautiful extension on the kick, and the fight was really over as soon as that one made contact. I'm not even sure he was conscious when he hit the canvas. Outstanding performance here tonight.
Watch this again here. Right on the button.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Freak.
All right, so the celebration is on in the corner, and he has certainly earned it after coming through and coming up large in this rivalry fight here tonight. He wanted this one in the worst way, and man, did he seize the spotlight here in this one.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. As a fighter's wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor. Every fighter who competes in the octagon will tell you that he will take a win by any means possible. But as one of the UFC's top strikers, this middleweight star is taking the judges out of the equation, as he has used fists and feet to finish each of his opponents during his winning streak by way of spectacular knockout. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Here we go, first round, you ready? You ready?
Here we go. Well, it's good to see this man back inside the octagon. Round one getting underway here. As many of you know, he won his last fight by blistering knockout. His popularity has absolutely soared since. So with momentum tonight, he'll try to keep the winning streak and the knockout streak still intact.
They're going after it quick here.
All right, so here we go with round one. There is no denying just how much power this fighter has in his kick. So let's see how early he chooses to attack with it. Does he go low to the leg? Does he go high to the head? Let's see how the early portions of this fight play out. Oh, lands a huge kick, Joe. Throwing that jab, no good. Lands an outside leg kick of his own. Well, so he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he's got him hurt here. Well, back to his feet here, Joe, but look at him. He is hurting for certain. That man is in a world of trouble.
Oh, very nice. Big kick to the head. He's stunned.
He's got him hurt here. Oh, he might be out.
Ground and pound knockout.
Yeah, Joe, the finish comes courtesy of some outstanding ground and pound, and it's one thing to try to score when you have your opponent in a compromised position on the ground. It's another thing to try to end the fight, and that's exactly what he was trying to do here tonight. Elbows and punches and hammer fists, one weapon after the next, and ultimately the knockout materializes. Nicely done there.
And here we see it one more time. Look at the timing in this shot, and he's out.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, the Freak.
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, with similar height and some differences in reach. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Here we go, first round, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
And we are underway. All right, here we go with round one. His knockout streak really has been the stuff of legend, knocking out contenders left and right. He's won his last... Oh!
Nice takedown. Good left hand.
And how much more can he take?
He's out. He's out cold.
That'll do it!
Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, we're just getting going, and there's the end of the fight. So it's a win by first-round knockout, near perfect on the technique. I'm not even sure his opponent saw that thing coming. And really, before his opponent had a chance to get in the fight at all and land anything in terms of a significant strike, he was knocked out. So major, major transpiration here tonight.
And here we see it again, and he's out.
And here once more, Bruce Buffer. up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the Here
we go, first round, you ready? You ready?
And we are underway here live from Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey.
He hurt him. Back up. Oh, head kick. He hurt him with that hook. Whoa!
He's got him hurt here.
Oh, very nice. Hit him
Massive
hard with that
shot
hook.
is true. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. Oh!
He's back to his feet, but he's hurt. He's got to be careful there. Don't rush in.
Just missed with the left there.
Oh! Oh! He hurt him. He hurt him bad.
He's out!
Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's... All right, let's go inside the octagon now, Bruce Buffer.
All right, now we're working on punch. I want you to land at a high percentage. Good job. Nice distance. Slip that. There we go. Touch him up. Come on. Come on now. Let's not get hit in there. We got to keep moving. Use your feet to avoid the strikes.
To become a legend in the UFC, a fighter needs someone to push him to be great. McGregor had Diaz, Jones had Cormier, and Silva had Sonnen. Each series didn't just pit the best against the best, but it matched up rivals that had personal scores to settle. And when the octagon door shut, the bad blood reached a boiling point. Who will be the one to step up and put this feud to rest? Or give up bragging rights once and for all?
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and reach. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go. All right, so here we go. Round 1 is underway of this rivalry fight here tonight. Perhaps there will be a little bit of a feeling out process here. Both guys were trying to put the emotions out of the equation here tonight. But it is rival versus rival under the lights here tonight. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. All right, first round is underway. You better watch out for the overhands. They will come early, they will come often here tonight. And even when you do your homework, it doesn't mean you can stop it. We'll see if he can get off to a good start here tonight. Oh, lands that punch. Big power shot there.
And this is a bit of a chess battle here.
Nice defense there, huge block. Well, Joe, I know he respects the power coming back, but it looked like he moved right into that kick to the body, and his opponent landed it flush. So let's see if he changes up his footwork a little bit and tries to avoid further damage to the midsection moving forward. Connects there with the punch. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
And there he swung with a haymaker.
Oh, a nice inside leg kick landed there.
Big shot to the head, he's stunned.
Albie's wobbly.
Like it! He hurt him. Kick to the head lands, he's stunned. Oh, very nice.
He's got him hurt here.
Misses a huge hook to the head.
Albie gets caught with that punch.
Oh, he's going for it here. Good defense there. And he's looking for that left.
90 seconds and counting here in our opening round.
Checked.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Huge block there.
It's the speed.
How about that shin?
You got to be careful when you throw the same technique over and over and over again. Caught him with a punch.
30 seconds to go. Whoa!
This could be it.
Oh, he might be out.
Big left hand. Nice jab.
Lands a good combination.
Good job, man.
5 minutes in the books. Oh, saved by the bell. The round is over. He got stunned by a massive shot just before the end of the round. So now he goes back to the stool, wobbly a little bit. We'll see if the corner can maximize these 60 seconds and keep his head in the fight.
Let's see it one more time.
You okay? Good. Drink some water and breathe. Relax, okay? Not a big deal. We've been knocked down before. It's okay. We're going to get back up. We're going to...
Thank you very much, Carly Baker.
You ready? Round two. Ready?
Second round here.
Look for him to go on the attack early in this round. High kick! He hurt him! Oh! Whoa! Oh, that's it. It's over. He's out. Big roundhouse kick KO for the victory.
I should say so. A tremendous kick to end that fight tonight. Caught his opponent flush, full force, full extension, and he had no chance to stay in this fight. Fight was over as soon as that kick made flush contact.
Let's see it again. Great angle here.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Age distance and put him down. Gotta do more damage. Come on. Let's go. You fight like that, nobody can touch you.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Hall is 15 years the elder. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage.
First round, you ready? You ready?
Here we go. All right, round one is underway, and you always wonder what a fighter's mentality is going to be when the stakes get raised, when he is on the main card for the first time. This guy has been a prelim machine, Joe Rogan, but a lot of people were calling for him to get a high fly. Oh!
This could be it right here. Oh! What a leg kick!
How about that shin?
Oh, he's landing some good shots here. Clean overhand.
Lands a kick to the leg here, Joe. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Hall gets caught by the inside leg kick. And he lands a nice kick. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
Oh!
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh! Big shot to the head. He's stunned.
He's got him hurt here.
Head kick. Nice takedown.
Hall gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up, Joe.
Still holding the back.
Recovery, man. Right back to his feet.
Whoa! He's rocked.
Oh, he might be out.
Nice leg kick. Oh, man, with that right leg kick. Oh, he got tagged. This could be it.
Oh! Whoa!
Oh! The kick lands and he's down.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He's in big, big trouble here. This fight is dangerously close to being
Huge
stopped.
right hand!
A big punch. 30 seconds to go.
20 seconds left. Oh!
Oh! Whoa!
He's out.
He's out. Beautiful knockout for the KO victory as the round was ended.
Wow, so how about that? Just before the end of the round, he lands an absolutely huge shot to drop his opponent. The referee wisely jumps in furiously to stop the fight. How about it? He catches the other guy just at the end of the round. Maybe his opponent was looking forward to the stool in the next round. Now he won't see it. What a result here tonight.
And let's look at that from another camera angle.
So there he is after a monumental knockout turned in here tonight. That is one they will be talking about for quite some time.
him down with a head kick. That's the entry. Put him down. Come on now. Nice work with the combos. That's how you keep him off balance. Way to set up those head kicks, man. They were landing at will.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Power, power, power. As he makes the walk tonight, no denying what he'll be trying to do to unleash some of the more devastating kicks we have seen in the UFC in years. Just brutally powerful, and oftentimes he'll do major damage just by landing one or two kicks to that lead leg or to the body, thereby changing the complexion of the fight. You talk about guys like Thiago Alves, Jose Aldo Jr., enter this young man. Scary, scary power on his kicking game.
This guy has ridiculous hand speed, lightning fast punches that come in absolutely swift combinations.
So here he is, one of the more prolific finishers in UFC history with the highlight reel to prove it. Anderson the Spider Silva, former UFC middleweight champion, 10 straight successful title defenses. He started his UFC career 16-0. He has beaten a who's who of elite middleweights and light heavyweights. Anderson Silva, back under the bright lights tonight.
Anderson Silva is the most successful middleweight champion in mixed martial arts history. A devastating Muay Thai striker with a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Our tale of the tape for this much anticipated middleweight encounter. Silva is 25 years the elder. The reach is the same. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Joe, huge block there. The defense is holding up. Takedown attempt there.
Wow, that was a quick takedown.
Oh, that left hand is money tonight.
Full back mount here. Oh, this is nasty. excellent movement here on the ground. Back up. He's got a beautiful leg kick.
Oh, he left his head wide open to absorb that straight hand. He has shown a vulnerability here by leaning in right into his opponent's range. Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Nice left kick to the body. And he's down.
And he switches his stance yet again.
Caught him with a punch.
Head kick attempt, but the fighter got the right hand up.
Nice inside leg kick. That one hurt.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Slips the punch.
And he gets the single leg. Oh, look at that.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Oh, he's hurt. That's it. That's it. The fight is over.
Wow.
He landed a huge barrage of strikes all night long and finally got the TKO.
Yeah, Joe, you're right. It was that one big strike that started it all to drop his opponent and then ultimately create a further opening to jump in and force the referee stoppage. So a flurry at the end of this fight and a big TKO victory for that young man here tonight.
And here's where the ref called it.
The official decision, it resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 58 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO.
Well, if that effort doesn't produce some bonus money, I don't know what to tell you. A huge TKO victory for this fighter here tonight. Kept the judges out of it. Really, I think, exceeded people's expectations in a lot of respects. So you can see how happy he is here celebrating with his coaches and his teammates. A monumental result here tonight under the bright lights of the UFC octagon. right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart. Some differences in height and reach.
You ready to fight? Ready.
And at long last, we are underway here at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Well, this might be the quickest starter in UFC history, Joe Rogan. Here he is, Vitor Belfort. He's finished all of his UFC wins, the majority in round one. We'll see if Belfort can get off to another fast start here tonight. Joe, how do you think he approaches this challenge tonight?
Vitor Belfort has a powerful overhand left. Keep an eye out for it.
He landed that inside leg kick. Trying to hammer that lead leg.
Excellent head movement. He's feinting with that punch, showing that punch.
Connects there with the punch.
Oh, he landed it. Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short. Good defense there.
That punch will work right through the goal.
Good kick.
3 minutes remain in the round.
Even when you block those, they'll still stun you.
Well, not a good look there, Joe, as he eats a shot to the body. It looks like he's becoming increasingly more vulnerable to that strike. Certainly left the body wide open on that one. Belfort gets touched by that leg kick attempt. And that one certainly found the target. Wow!
Back up to his feet. He is clearly in big, big trouble. Oh, very nice.
Blocks the shot. He's got him hurt here. Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
Big roundhouse kick KO for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, that one is going to be hard to top when it comes to handing out performance bonuses late in the night. A huge kick for the knockout victory, and he couldn't have caught him much more flush. Full force, full extension, and you knew if he connected with that weapon at one point in this fight, it was going to spell the end of the night for his opponent. Mission accomplished right there.
And let's see if we could get a better look at that from this angle.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Now we're focused on accuracy. I really want to see good punches. Now I'm talking. There we go, touch him up. Right on the button. Training like this is how you beat him next time.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. This weekend, we brace for a crucial matchup, which is expected to shake up an entire division. To get into position for a world title shot, this fighter has fought tooth and nail against the best the middleweight division has to offer. And while getting into a #1 contenders match is sweet enough, if this fighter beats his heated rival to earn that shot at the belt, the victory would be even more satisfying. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Oh.
go. First one, you ready? You ready? Let's
And
go,
at long last, we are underway here at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. All right, so here we go. Round one is underway of this rivalry fight here tonight. Perhaps there will be a little bit of a feeling out process here. Both guys were trying to put the emotions out of the equation here tonight. But it is rival versus rival under the lights here tonight. Joe, how do you think he approaches this challenge tonight?
Lyoto Machida's left hook is one of his finest weapons. He has spectacular timing with it.
Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by Machida.
Good right hook. He's feinting with that kick. Ooh. Oh, he missed that kick. A little bit of blood coming out of his left side of his forehead.
Machida gets caught with that punch. He's got to figure out a way to get that guard higher, Joe.
Oh, this could be it.
Oh, he might be out. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
He's blocking almost all these shots. Hurt him with that uppercut.
Lands.
Just picking him apart. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
Oh!
Went for the head kick. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Big punches.
Machida's kick.
Whoa! Hurt bad. Back up. Back up to his feet. Oh, clipped him. Nice.
Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. $45 to go here in round one. Oh, nice work with the knee there. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
A huge roundhouse kick for the knockout.
Well, yeah, Joe, you want to talk about execution, and he just couldn't have done it any better than that. He is known for his kicks, and that was just a perfectly placed and timed kick. Full force, landed flush, full extension with the leg, and you knew that if his opponent didn't get the guard up, that was going to be the end of the night, and he went good night.
And here we see it from another camera angle.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It's an old fight game adage that fans love nothing more than a knockout. If that's the case, then they will love this middleweight banger, who was celebrated today for delivering the most knockouts in UFC history. A record achieved thanks to his devastating prowess in the octagon, with his fists, feet, elbows, and knees. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Today we're going to focus on blocks, slips, and parries. Just don't get hit. Nice block. Good work. Make something happen. Way to block. Work. Not it. You gotta push there. Come on now. Let's go. Good block. Nope. Good block. No! Come on! Great block. Let's push. Try it again. You got more. Nice block. Get back in there. Way to block that. Make it happen. Nice block. Ooh, good block. That's what I want to see. Come on. Keep working. There we go. No. Nice work in there today. You look slick in there. Moved real well. I want to see that in your next fight.
right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart. Some differences in height and reach as well. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall.
Here we go, first round, you ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. So here is the one-time UFC middleweight title challenger, now 40 years old, Yoel Soldier of God Romero. He has taken on all comers since coming into the UFC. Tonight we'll see if he can get the knockout power going again. Oh, nice strike landed there by Romero.
Oh, big kick.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Oh! Both fighters a little bit hesitant to engage, feeling each other out.
Trying to kick the leg out. Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, good kick.
These guys are exchanging huge shots.
He landed that punch flush. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Romero.
Trying to take the back here. Back up to his feet.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Nice leg kick. Hit him with the jab.
Trademark inside leg kick there by Romero.
Whoa! He is stumbling. Oh!
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round 1. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Sound defensively here as he stays upright. Double leg takedown, no good. Oh, so another head kick lands now. Whoa! He's got him hurt here.
Big shots! Hurt him with that spinning back fist.
Back and forth we go. Oh! Nice kick landed there by Romero. Ooh, blocks the shot. Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter. Whoa!
This could be it right here.
Unbelievable.
Seconds to go.
The Soldier of God gets back up again.
Nice leg kick. 10 seconds to go here. Let's see what happens.
Oh! Huge shot there. Lands flush. Second round, straight ahead.
Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Big round.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
There you go, second round, you ready? Are you ready?
Round 2 here.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look to start this round off fast and try to pick up where he left off.
Well, the offense has been there. He is landing some good shots, but not really stringing them together and putting combinations on his opponent. He's got to mix up his strikes, change his tempo a little bit, and try to get his opponent out of there by landing more than just one strike at a time. Oh!
He's out! He's out! Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, a tremendous kick to end the fight tonight. That might be the biggest highlight of his UFC career. He certainly didn't telegraph it, but he got full force and extension behind it, and his opponent had absolutely no chance after that weapon was thrown. A perfect land and perfect execution to get the knockout with that kick here tonight.
And here it is again. I mean, just stiff.
All right, here one more time. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It came as a shock to the MMA community when this fighter left his longtime gym recently. But that surprise was nothing compared to the reaction felt around the globe when he agreed to fight his longtime training partner in a compelling matchup that highlights this weekend's UFC card at Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Hall is 15 years the elder. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of New York, United! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 17 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 175 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Hood, Texas, the Freak! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, your third man in the octagon here tonight.
You ready?
And we are underway. All right, here we go, early round 1, so no pressure, right, Joe Rogan? If he wins tonight, he has been guaranteed by UFC President Dana White a shot at the UFC middleweight title. Now, this is his first #1 contenders fight, so no denying the pressure on this young man here tonight. He's not dismissive of the nerve factor necessarily, but he believes, given all of the tests he has had up to this point, that he will emerge with the win tonight and undeniably be the #1 middleweight title contender.
Oh!
Oh, well, you can't enter the pocket there unprotected. You got to figure out a way to get your guard up a little bit. Another kick lands to the head there. And let's see if he and his corner can make the proper adjustments defensively to avoid any further head kicks here in this fight. Inside leg kick is there by Hall.
Oh! He is clearly in big trouble here.
Oh!
He hurt with that hook. Big shot to the head. He's stunned. He's in trouble.
Oh!
Front kick to the face. Oh! But that one really hurt.
And that's
He's
good, too.
out cold. Big roundhouse kick KO for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, a tremendous kick to end the fight tonight. That might be the biggest highlight of his UFC career. He certainly didn't telegraph it, but he got full force and extension behind it, and his opponent had absolutely no chance after that weapon was thrown. A perfect land and perfect execution to get the knockout with that kick here tonight.
And here we see it again. Bam! Out cold.
And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Fighters fight for many different reasons. Some do it for the fame, others do it for the money. Eventually, all of that fades away. Yet going down in the history books as a UFC champion is something no one can ever take. It's proof that for a moment in time, out of all the fighters in your weight class, you were the best in the world. It's the culmination of all your hard work, the fulfillment of a dream. Tonight is your chance to take that gold belt and hear Bruce Buffer say, "And new." That kind of glory lasts forever.
All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Well, you got to feel good for this guy, finally getting an opportunity to compete for the UFC middleweight championship. He has worked so hard. He has dealt with injuries. He has put it all on the line. And tonight, with his winning streak in tow, with the dues paid, with so many contenders in the rearview mirror, this man will compete for the UFC middleweight title. Be interesting, though, Joe, to see how his particular
over his entire life will culminate in this one evening. He is the #1 contender to the title, and if he wins, he will be the champion of the world.
So, Joe, we have arrived at our final order of business, the UFC middleweight championship fight, as the champ makes his walk to the octagon, brimming with confidence. And why not, given the way his last title defense went? We'll see if he can come through with another one here tonight against a challenger and #1 contender many believe right now could be the best guy in the world.
Michael Bisping combines ridiculous cardio with a really underrated ground game, very solid boxing, and a true love of mixed martial arts.
Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart, and they both possess a similar height and reach.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. UFC middleweight championship fight. This should be good. All right, Joe Rogan, here we go with round one of this UFC middleweight championship fight. For the #1 contender, this is his first championship opportunity, and he said he is going to make sure to capitalize on it. Early round one, we'll see if he can get off to a good start. Well, he misses with the left punch there. All right, so let's see how the early portions of this fight play out. You know about the massive power he has in those kicks. He'll attack you low, he'll go to the head. Let's see if he can find the range here early in this matchup tonight.
Both guys just trying to figure each other out now. Tries to pass, but cannot. Deep danger here. He's really hurt, and he is going to lose his title if he can't recover.
Oh, an obvious limp there. His leg hurting for certain.
Oh! He is getting off some huge punches here. Oh! Back to his feet again. Amazing. Oh, he missed that kick. Oh, the kick lands. He's stunned. He is rocked right here. He's trying to stay up. Oh!
Unbelievable. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Wow!
This could be it right here.
Oh, he might be out. Oh!
Body kick, look at that.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand.
Yeah, he's digging into that leg kick. Nice leg kick.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. How about that shin?
He's in big, big trouble.
Oh, man!
Big roundhouse kick KO for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, this fight was over as soon as that kick made contact, and you want to credit the offense and not denigrate the defense, but he did not get the guard up, and against this type of striker, you are absolutely playing with poison. So a near-perfect kick spells the end of this one here tonight.
And here it is again.
All right, let's get it inside to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 13 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Creed.
Well, he's been talking about those two words throughout fight week, and new UFC champion. He completes the mission here tonight. And you can see the emotion spilling over. Absolutely incredible what this fighter was able to accomplish. And it is going to take a special performance to dethrone the new UFC champion of the world.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and it's time for your UFC Minute. The MMA world is buzzing about that incredible performance this past weekend in the main event. Last weekend at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California, it was a night to remember for the mixed martial artist whose story has captured the imagination of fans around the globe as he fought the fight of his life when it mattered the most. When the dust settled, Bruce Buffer said, "and new." And he was crowned UFC middleweight champion of the world thanks to a memorable performance. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute.
And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middle. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have.
This is his first world title defense, and they say that you are not the champion unless you defend your title at least once. So this is his opportunity to not just win the world title, but defend it and become legitimate in the eyes of the connoisseurs.
And now our tail of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach.
There you go, first one, you ready? You ready? Let's
Scheduled
go,
for 5 rounds if need be. All right, so here we go with round 1. Some have argued the UFC middleweight division, Joe, has never been stronger, and I think I subscribe to that theory. And a big reason why this man, the UFC middleweight champion, he became the new champ several months ago, now making his first title defense, and man, has he been confident here during fight week. He has said, I have absolutely no intention of giving up this belt at 185 pounds, especially to a contender who, candidly, I don't believe is on my level. I guess we'll find out here in a few short minutes. Round 1 underway. Oh, well, you can't enter the pocket there unprotected. You got to figure out a way to get your guard up a little bit. Another kick lands to the head there. And let's see if he and his corner can make the proper adjustments defensively to avoid any further head kicks here in this fight. Both fighters back to their feet now.
And there he swung with a haymaker.
Oh, high amplitude head kick. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Well, yeah, Joe, you want to talk about execution, and he just couldn't have done it any better than that. He is known for his kicks, and that was just a perfectly placed and timed kick. Full force, landed flush, full extension with the leg, and all right, we go back inside the octagon to the veteran voice once more. He is Bruce Buffer.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. As a fighter's wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor.
4 punch combinations right now. Let's see it. Beautiful hands. Come on there. Get out of there. Nice combination. Keep that up and get the knockdown. Now we're putting these punches together. Move! Punches and bunches. Dig deep. Nice combos.